Hey, Carolyn friends, it's Carrie. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. I hope you're all doing great. Hope you had a wonderful Easter weekend. This was supposed to be live, but my internet has been super spotty, so I decided to just record it a little bit earlier, so there'd be no chance it wouldn't be seen. So welcome, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. I think we all need a little more social interaction these days, so it's really nice to be here virtually with you tonight. If you're brand new to Norwex, you're going to love what we share with you tonight. Norwex is this awesome company that allows you to remove most of the harmful chemicals from cleaning products and personal care products from your home and replace them with Norwex microfiber and water. Save tons of money. Have a much healthier home with less toxins in it, save a ton of time and just have a higher quality of life. So you're gonna love all the stuff we share with you tonight. There is a ton of Norwex to share, but I'm hoping a lot of our people in Carol's group are new. I know we have a few experts like Jackie, who is a super Norwex pro, has been to a party, been to an online party, I think too, and hosted a party. When you host a party, you get bukus of gifts from Norwex, a huge amount. I think Jackie got somewhere around the $400 range in free gifts. So I love doing that with people. And it's my whole business has kind of moved to online now, which I'm so grateful to be able to still connect with people and to still be working, doing the thing that gives me purpose. So I can't wait to share it with you tonight. Norwex has been around for 25 years. It stands for the Norwegian Experience. And like I said, it saves time, money, and improves quality of life by radically reducing the chemicals in your home. And also, it really decreases waste in our world. It gets rid of a lot of the one and done products that we just kind of use once and throw in the trash, cash in the trash, we call it. Paper towels, makeup remover cloths, sponges, saran wrap, aluminum foil, all that junk. You're gonna be able to eliminate all of that. As I'm talking this evening, start thinking about what you buy when you go to the supermarket, or when you can these days, or Target, or Sam's Club, or Walmart, and what you get in those cleaning aisles, and think of all the products that you can eliminate with the products I'm going to show you here tonight. Hope you've got your comfy pants and a drink here. I just have a fun little cup of water. It's just a cute little cup. I drink a lot when I'm talking because I talk fast and I get a dry throat. So you're gonna love those products that we can share with you tonight, and think about how much money you're gonna save, like I said, when you go shopping, and all the products that you can eliminate that I used to have under my sink in the kitchen and in the bathroom sink. So I'm gonna share with you our 5 best sellers tonight, but before I do, there is just one product I want to show you first, because I've just been sharing this with people like crazy these days because of paper towels, right? Like everyone is trying to get their hands on paper towels, they're selling out. We're all trying to save money. A lot of us have experienced a decrease of income. So this is one of my number 1 money saving tips with Norwex. It's incredible. These are our counter cloths, and look at them. They're so cute. They're kind of the pick a size, like a paper towel, and that's what they're meant to replace. So these guys replace paper towels. I've been using Norwex it's 5 years this month, this April. So for 5 years, I haven't used a single paper towel. It's pretty exciting. So I love that. I used to spend about $16 a month on paper towels, and I think that's kind of the average home. Think about what your family might spend on paper towels a month. $16 a month, that's a lot of money a year, and over the years. All of our cloths have a 2-year warranty. They last well beyond that, closer to 3 years. But think about every little product you buy being an investment that saves you money on that product you were buying for at least 2 years. So this one I wanted to just show you first. They're the counter cloths, and they're genius. They are made from reclaimed water bottles, partly, but they're our Norwex microfiber, and they pick up and remove all contaminants from every surface, up to 99% of bacteria from all surfaces. Look at this little weave here. You can see that these are just thirsty and ready to pick things up. So they come 2 different ways. You can get 3 to a pack, like we've got here, and there's a couple of different color combinations to match your decor. Or you can get 6 of them together in this little house. It's the countercloth set, and I love that. I'll show you why. It's just so cute as it sits on your counter and replaces that paper towel thing. So when you use these instead of paper towels, you're going to use this, and it's going to soak up all kinds of messes all over the place. Spilled water, spilled juice, food messes on the counter, greasy stuff on the stove top, microwave, stainless steel, all that business. Anything you'd use a paper towels for. If you're a young mama who's got kids in high chairs. A lot of mamas keep these on the back of the high chair and wipe down the tray with that. I wish I'd had these when my 12-year-old twins were babies and I was using, I wasn't informed, and I was using those disinfectant wipes on my baby's trays, and then they were laying on them and licking those and taking in all of those harmful chemicals that are in those cleaners. So I wish I'd had these back then. So they're just so useful. They pick up 7 times their weight in water and matter. They pick up a ton. So a lot of consultants like to do this great demo where you take one of these and put it in a third a cup of water, and it soaks up all the water, and like half of it is still dry. And then in another cup, you have a third a cup of water, and you put in how many paper towels you think is gonna soak it up. And it takes 7 to 8 paper towels, right? And it's amazing, and people are like blown away. You guys, I am so like committed to this not waste thing. It's hard for me to do that demo because I'm wasting those paper towels, showing people not to waste paper towels. So it's very hard for me. So I'm gonna get a hold of that video that someone else did and post it here so you can see it, because I just can't do it. I can't, and I haven't had paper towels in my house for 5 years. So, but rest assured, it's amazing how much this will pick up for you. And then after you're gonna use that and pick up everything, you're gonna rinse it out, agitate it against itself, wring it out really good, and hang it up to dry. And this is where this cool little house comes into play. You can put this up here because you're gonna want air to circulate around our cloths so they can fully dry. So you're gonna love those. I recommend when you get those counter cloths, getting rid of the paper towel holder, put it under the sink, hide it for a little while to give yourself a fighting chance to not use paper towels anymore. Because it's that habit dies hard. We've been using paper towels our whole life. So give yourself that chance. You are going to love the way these change your life. And I said you'll want to have air circulate around it and let it dry because of a very important property that our cloths have that I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about. But it is called backlock, and you see it on all of our tags. All of our cloths are labeled with what they are and then backlock on them. Most of our cloths have this backlock technology, which is amazing. It is a microsilver technology that inhibits the growth of mildew, mold, bacteria, and fungus in our cloths. So what it does is after your cloths have picked up all this junk all over your house and you rinse it out and agitate it against itself, wring it out, hang it up to dry, that microsilver goes to work, and anything that might have been left in the cloth, any food particles or bacteria or fungus, the silver goes to work and the cloths self-purify. So why is that cool? No more stinky cloths and a lot less laundering, like throwing it into the laundry. You take care of your Norwex cloths by just regular machine wash and dry. I'll talk more about that in a moment. But you don't have to do the laundry nearly as often as you do with the regular cloths because our cloths have that microsilver in them, so they self-purify. So I throw my Norwex in the wash once a week to once every 2 weeks, depending on which cloth it is. And when I really heavily use them, and now certainly in this time where we're more concerned about using clean cloths and killing germs around our home, it's pretty religiously once a week with these cloths. But most consultants will say once every 2 weeks, and that's what it usually says in our literature, cleaning once every 2 weeks. So you'll kind of take the cloths into your home and see what you're comfortable with and how often you use them. Every home is different. I have 12-year-old twins, and when there's not a pandemic going on, there's always tons of other kids in the house too and playing. And so I usually throw, I got high cleaning needs here. I usually throw my Norwex in once a week. So you're gonna love those counter cloths. I just had to show you those first before I got to the main meat of our demo this evening. So the products that I really want to share with you tonight are in this great little kit called the Safe Haven 5 kit. These 5 products are what you need to get started. These 5 products literally just get you going. You can get rid of every cleaner in your house. I'm gonna show you these 5 products. 3 of them are our microfiber cloths, and then 1 is our detergent, and then 1 is like a big guns kind of cleaner for like tough stains. When you get this set, you're going to be able to get rid of virtually every cleaner in your house. The stainless steel cleaner, the counter cleaner, the the stovetop cleaner. That was like a greasy, stinky mess, I remember. The dusting spray, the 409, the Windex spray, all of that stuff is going to be gone, including the paper towels. So you're going to love what this kit can do for you. It's really neat. It comes in this cool little box like this. Again, the cloths have a 2-year warranty. They last longer than that with great care, which I'm going to show you tonight. It comes with this really wonderful little pamphlet to describe the 5 products in the Safe Haven 5 and give you a little bit of care and use instructions. I always take great customer care and send you extra care and use instructions, and you've got my number from the get-go, so anytime there's a question popping up, I'm here to help you, or anything goes wrong with your products, I'm here to help you with that. So you get some of that info in your kit. And then you get these 5 life-changing products. And you guys, I'm not kidding, they are life-changing. So 3 of them are our microfiber cloths. Our EnviroCloth and Window Cloth are the 2 main ones. We call these guys Bert and Ernie. These do pretty much every job in your house with just water. These are gonna clean everything. These are your everything cloths, right? And then our Dust Mitt, which you're gonna love for all the dust messes. And then, like I said, the detergent and this cleaning paste at the end. Really, really cool stuff. So let me show you. I've got my old, already used, kind of stained EnviroCloth and Window Cloth from my kitchen right now. We have many sets of these in our home. These are the 2 cloths that made me become a consultant. I went to a party 5 years ago and saw these and brought them into my home and couldn't believe what they did. And thought, how come I didn't know about this? This has changed my life, and it was so simple. How come nobody that I know knows about this? None of my friends knew about it. And at the time, I was a speech pathologist. I've been a speech pathologist for over 25 years, and I had a thriving private practice at the time. And this was kind of a calling. I just saw this, and I thought, I've got to get this into people's hands. So I'm excited to show you these 2 this evening. These guys are going to change your life like they changed mine. So the EnviroCloth is what I'm going to talk about first. It's our main cloth. All of our cloths have the same technology that I'm about to describe, but I'll use the EnviroCloth to talk about it since it's our main guy. They are different than any microfiber you've ever used. To be called microfiber, by definition, the individual strands of a microfiber cloth are 1/6 the width of a human hair. So if you plucked one of your hairs out and split it lengthwise 6 times, that's how fine regular microfiber is. And that's great. It means there's more surface area in microfiber cloths, and so they pick up and remove. They do a mechanical clean, very different than a cotton weave, like a regular cotton kitchen towel or a paper towel or a sponge or things like that. So that's regular microfiber, 1/6 the width of human hair. Norwex microfiber is guaranteed to be a minimum of 1/200 the width of that same human hair. So if you pluck that hair out and you split it lengthwise 200 times, that's how super fine the fibers of our cloths are. And so because of that, there's so much more surface area in these cloths, and these are the only cloths that can lift and remove up to 99% of all contaminants and all bacteria from every surface in your home when used correctly. And of course, you're gonna use them correctly because you're at my party. I'm gonna show you how to do it. It just means using them flat on every surface. Don't have it bunched, because then you've got channels and it won't be touching the surface. So imagine that. So it's a mechanical clean. It's very different than the 20th century chemical clean that we all grew up with, that I did my whole life before I found Norwex, and that so many people have done, because it's been our only alternative. A chemical clean is kind of spraying a chemical cleaner on a surface, a dirty surface, and just kind of smearing it around with a flat weave product like a paper towel, a cotton towel, or a sponge, and just kind of leaving that film there. And depending on, did you use that disinfectant or that cleaner correctly? Did it actually kill the germs? I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, reading the backs of those labels. So many of us aren't using those products correctly. This is a very different clean. It's a mechanical clean. So when you're using a cloth like this that has this much surface area and this fine of fibers, when you drag it across the surface, it mechanically removes everything from that surface. So we're not killing anything on the surface. We're not leaving a film from any kind of a cleaner or chemical on there. We're actually removing it. So it's the true definition of clean. It is squeaky clean. And you will see and feel a huge difference in all the surfaces in your homes when you start using this. You'll be astonished with how your countertops feel and how your windows feel. You'll be walking around kind of feeling everything. It is a true squeaky clean. I can't wait to show you this. So that's significant about our cloths. They have greater quality, effectiveness, and longevity than any other product you're ever going to use. Also, the amount of fiber in our cloths is significant. If you unraveled this one cloth in my hand, you can see the size of it, this little square. There would be enough cloth in here to reach all the way from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. 1,600 miles of fiber in my hand right here, just woven back and forth. It's actually woven into this little star shape, which enables it with like all these little fingers to grab up all the particulate off, and grime and grease and fingerprints and germs off of all of our surfaces. So because of the amount of fiber in here, you're not going to be spreading with the messes that you've picked up and the germs you've picked up from surface to surface. Because there's so much surface area and fiber in these cloths, when you pick something up, it is pulled deep into the center of the cloth and it does not transfer to the other surface. You can't remove it until you do that clean I talked about, rinsing it under hot water. The hotter the better, the more the fibers kind of swell and open, and agitating against itself, wringing it out. You'll see all that junk fall out, everything you picked up, including the layers and layers of cleaners that we've been using for years. You'll see it'll actually be brown and black as it's coming out. It's crazy. You're gonna wring it out and hang it up again, let air circulate around it. I like to hang them on the knobs in my house. Looks like a Buddhist temple in my house. I have all different colored flags all around all the time. And when I'm looking to clean up and get rid of clutter, if I've got not customers, if I have friends or guests coming over, I put them in like 3M hooks I have on the insides of my cabinets or in the pantry and things like that, so I can hide them away. Got cute little Norwex storage containers. So as you hang them up and the air circulates around them, they self-purify, which is pretty amazing. So that's what makes our cloths really, really special. So let me show you how they work. So this is the EnviroCloth with water. You're going to use this flat, like I said. I like to fold it and then fold it in half again. So I've got 8 different cleaning surfaces, and I can clean all the surfaces in my home. You're going to use this on countertops, stainless steel, inside of your sinks, all your fixtures, amazing on windows, glass, and mirrors, incredible everywhere in the bathroom. It's really great on walls and doorknobs, a lot of that cleaning going on these days, right? It's particularly wonderful on fabrics, stains on clothing, maybe an ink stain on a shirt, it'll take that right off, or stains in carpets. It pulls them right off because it pulls the particulate out of the carpet, because there's so much surface area in this cloth, it actually pulls everything out of there. So even a stain that's been in there for years and years. So that's the EnviroCloth with water. It's going to replace all the cleaners in your home. And then this is the window polishing cloth. Bert and Ernie, again, you use them together every time. So this one you're going to use dry after the EnviroCloth to buff everything to a streak-free finish. It's going to last you for weeks and weeks. So let me show you a great little demo of how wonderful and effective these two clean together. So we like to take butter at our parties and smear them all over our lovely hostesses' windows, mirrors, curio cabinets, TVs, whatever they don't want me to smear butter on, just to show people how awesome and effective it is. So I like to do little hearts there, and I'm going to take the EnviroCloth and clean up this butter without using any paper towels. Like I said, I haven't used a single paper towel in 5 years. I usually don't smear butter all over things, but it's a great way to show you how it picks up grease. We all know how hard it is to get a greasy mess. Maybe you cooked like a big Sunday breakfast on the stove and you've got grease splattered all over the place. That's always so hard to clean, and usually takes a ton of paper towels and some kind of a strong cleaning product to cut that grease, right, and get rid of it. I always had streaks, especially on windows. I always had streaks. I hated wasting money on those products, and I hated the film it left behind. And especially on windows, that linty kind of finish. This will be perfect and streak-free every single time. Whoops, with just water, it'll jump right out of your hand, with just water. So look at how beautiful and streak-free this is. I think it's the perfect amount of light in here, you can see it. So look how there are no streaks, but what's really awesome is, I wish you were here to feel it, because oh my gosh, it's totally streak-free. There's no film there. If I'd clean this with like a Windex or some kind of a window cleaner, not only would it be streaky and look like garbage and have the lint all over it from the paper towels, but there would be a film here. A film that is what attracts the dust and dirt and fingerprints for next time and keeps products looking dirty over and over again. Because we didn't clean with any cleaner, it is just squeaky clean, and you can't get fingerprints and dirt on it, or nose art like your dogs will do on the glass doors. Or kids' fingerprints. It just stays cleaner longer. So when you clean with Norwex, you're going to see this kind of streak-free, squeaky clean that's going to last a lot longer. I mean, up to 2 weeks in some parts of my house. It's just incredible, especially like the glass doors and the stainless steel where the fingerprints always were. So it's a remarkable type of clean. You're going to love that. Be prepared in your first, gosh, if you haven't used Norwex yet and it's brand new to you, your first maybe 4 or 5 uses, you're going to be picking up layers and layers of the cleaners that you've been using for years. That's what happened to me. Those cleaners went on in layers over the years, and they're going to come off in layers. So in the beginning, you might see some streaks still as you're cleaning with it the first couple of times, 4 or 5 times maybe less. And as I said, when you rinse it out, you're going to see that junk fall out. You're going to see black and brown come out. You're picking up all that stuff, and you'll feel it. You'll feel the kind of like it's stuck on there, and then it gets smoother. You'll take all of that stuff off. But that's amazing. Be excited about that, because that means it's working. It's pulling all of those layers of cleaners off. And then after you bust through that, you're down to your surface, and you're going to see beautiful, shiny stovetop, countertop, stainless steel, windows, glass, and mirrors. You're going to love it. So I can't wait to hear your feedback of that. I have the pleasure of that. I get texts and calls and emails like that literally every single day, and I'm not kidding, every single day. People's initial reactions when they first get it at home, they use it the first couple times. It's crazy. I can't believe how well it works. 4 or 5 times later, when what I just described happens to you, especially with like the mop on the floor, it might take it 3 times or something to get up all the mop cleaner off the floor. Oh, And when you walk in, when you clean the floor with a Norwex mop and water, and it's just sparkling and there's no film there and it stays clean for a week, I love getting those messages. So those two are just incredible. They work on every surface in the home. You absolutely want those two. Then the next one in the Safe Haven 5 is the Dust Mitt. And this guy, all of our microfiber works the same, but it's all woven differently to be more effective at different jobs. So those two are your big guns cleaners for almost every surface in your house. But this is the Dust Mitt, and it's this high pile fuzzy cloth meant for for dry particles, dust, pet hair, and dander and allergens that are all over the surfaces in our home and floating around. That's what this is effective at picking up. So what you do with this cloth is, I was trying to see if my dirty cloth is around, my dust mitt. My dirty dust mitt, I'm sure it's not far away. I just dusted with it recently, but this is a new one, so it's not dirty. But you'd see mine has all like dust marks on it. It's incredible. It's high pile. It works on electrostatic charge, so you're gonna kind of charge it up like this, and it's ready to go. It's got this electric static charge that just grabs and attracts like a magnet and locks in here. Dust, dirt, allergens, pet hair, pet dander, like I said, and it's not pushing things around. It's sucking it in here and it's locked in here. So I'm sure you've had the same experience that I had my whole life. I would dust a room, go back in 20 minutes later, an hour later, it was all dusty again. It was really just pushing things around and it was resettling. This is truly dusting it and removing it, which is really amazing. Dust it's unsightly. We don't like looking at it. That's one thing. So it's nice to get rid of it for that. You'll certainly be thrilled with that part of it, dusting your home and being able to walk in there 2 days later, 3 days later, a week later and having it look dust free. You're going to love that. But what's really important with dusting is there are a lot of dangerous chemicals, VOCs, volatile organic compounds, that come off of the plastics in our home, the fire retardants, the chemical cleaners that we're using, and they attach to dust particles. I just recently learned this. They attach to dust particles, and that's a very quick entryway into our bodies. We breathe that stuff in, we lean on surfaces in our home, lay on the floors, and we take that stuff into our bodies. So one of the best ways and the quickest ways to clean up the air quality of your home is to get an effective microfiber duster. That's the best one you can get, and get rid of those particles so you're not breathing them in. And again, now with us spending so much more times in our homes, it's really important that the air quality of our home is even healthier than before. So you're gonna love that guy. Oh, another little expert tip on this. You can use it dry most of the time, but if you have heavily dusty stuff, like the top of the fridge maybe that hasn't been dusted for years, or I am in the process of getting my house ready to sell and move, so I'm like finding things in the attic and stuff that hasn't been touched in a long time. You want to spritz this with a little water, and then it really picks up all the dust. But you can get this guy sopping wet like the EnviroCloth and wring it out and clean your screens, especially if you're here in North Carolina with all the pollen descending upon us. And these fibers go in between the little holes in the screen and give you this beautiful professional clean. You're gonna wash your windows with that Bert and Ernie, the EnviroCloth and window cloth. They're going to be spotless. But then get this guy wet and do your screens. It'll be so quick. I used to have a company come in and clean my windows. No more. So I save, gosh, that was probably a couple $100s a year. I save on that, and I love doing it by myself. It's so satisfying. I'll try to remember to put pictures up of it tomorrow on our page here. So that duster is just wonderful. You're going to love it. Then the next thing in the Safe Haven 5 is really important. It's my customer #1 bestseller, our detergent. It is fantastic. It is the most effective detergent I've ever used, hands down, for getting stains out of just my Norwex and my regular laundry as well. It's the most cost-effective detergent I've ever used. I am one of the most frugal people you are ever going to meet. And this is like pennies a load. It's about 20 cents a load, 16 cents a load. It has over 200 loads of laundry in this little bag. You're actually going to use a teaspoon, not the big scoop that's in here if you have an HE washer. We find that, most waters do well with just a teaspoon of this. So it makes this bag last 4, 5, sometimes 6 months for most families. So really cost effective, really incredible, and the safest detergent you can use. It's got no phosphates, no fillers, dyes, fragrances, not tested on animals, no optical brighteners, no bleaches. It is so safe. It is septic safe. It's great for all machines, all temperatures. You are going to love everything this does for you. If you've got a front loader that is stinky, You can get ready to improve your life. Clean it out with the front of it, the little reservoir with your EnviroCloth. Then start using this. It'll actually clean your machine out as well. You're going to love this detergent. And I use it all over the house too. Not just detergent, I keep it in a little salt shaker and I sprinkle it on my cloths when they have a stain on them, and I'm not going to throw them in the wash like my makeup remover cloths that I use, or the body cloths for my body. Sometimes those get stained and I'm not going to wash it for another couple of days. It's not ready to go in the wash yet. I'll sprinkle a little bit of the detergent on it, run it under hot water and agitate it, and it'll take the stain right out. It's really great. It's great on stains on carpets too. So many uses for that. I could have a party just for detergent and would love to do that. But in the interest of time here tonight, our last product in the Safe Haven 5, the cleaning paste. Miracle in a jar, right? So this cleaning paste, this stuff is long lasting, money saving. This guy lasts you 3 to 4 years. Can you imagine buying a cleaner that replaces everything and lasts for 3 to 4 years? This guy, with just a damp EnviroCloth, you can take a damp EnviroCloth and just get a little smear of this. That's why it lasts so long. Cleans hundreds of surfaces in your house. It's gonna blow you away with how effective it is. The burnt on stuff on the stovetop, whether you have gas burners or a flat stovetop, it's safe on both of those. Any burnt on stuck on food, gone. Stains around the burners on there. Stains inside on your fixtures, inside your sinks. Permanent marker. If permanent marker winds up in the wrong place, it'll take that right off. It's really incredible on tile and grout. I probably use it most on that in my house in the shower. Soap scum on the shower glass takes it right off. Hundreds and hundreds of uses. Grills, your oven door will be brand new. Grills will be brand new. People love to use it on boats and cars. The headlights on cars, make those brand new. It's just kind of a miracle product. I'm gonna again put a post up after this on with before and after pictures so you can see how effective it is. And again, super safe to have around your home, not like one of those other cleaners that it replaces like Comet or Bleach or Magic Eraser, which have really harmful, dangerous ingredients in them. The main ingredients in the cleaning paste are crushed marble flour, coconut oil, and lemon oil. So safe. I wish you could smell it. It's got this beautiful little fresh scent to it. But just a miracle product. So I'm going to show some before and afters with that. But those are the 5 basics, the Safe Haven 5. I love that they put them in this kit, so it saves money. I think this kit, you save about $16 buying these 5 products in the kit, as opposed to buying them all separately. So that's why I really want to make sure you see the video and get the information first so you can have the most money-saving option for you. The cloths last for at least 2 years. They have a 2-year warranty, but they last well beyond that. The detergent, that lasts you 200 loads of laundry. 3, 4, 5, 6 months for most families. Think about how long it would take you to do 200 loads of laundry. And that's how long this is going to last you. And the cleaning paste that is miraculous is going to replace all the other cleaners for that'll last 3 or 4 years. You'll love, love, love those. I really love the counter cloths. There are so many more products I would love to tell you about. The Superior Mop System is one of them. I'm going to come in a separate video and show you that because I want to do it justice. I want to make sure you're able to see it and kind of digest all this information. So those are the main ones, the Safe Haven 5 and the counter cloths, either in the pack of 3 or the counter cloth set, which I really, really love, depending on what you want, what your needs are. And so I wanted to share those products with you. I'm going to help you order off of Carol's Party if you're interested in these products. There are a couple of ways you can do it. I'm going to post her link. If you'd like to go directly to that link in that website and shop and take care of it there, you can do that. Or a lot of people love my VIP service. If you don't want to tangle with the website, I don't like tangling with a website, especially when I don't really know what I'm looking for. If you would like to just chat with me, I'm going to post my phone number, or you can message me on Facebook here, Facebook Messenger. Send me a friend request or just a message there. And I'm here to help you. And in minutes, I can order whatever you need for you, answer your questions, and get you checked out. And you don't have to worry about any of that mess of the website and all that. So I'm here to help you with all of your questions. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I'm sorry I didn't do live instead of this, but I was worried the live video would keep cutting out and I'd miss you. So I think this is going to be a better way to do it. But I know at 6 p.m. I am here live listening to you, and I am here to answer your questions. So I can't wait to help you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I can't wait to show you all a little more. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.